Happy Wednesday or Thursday for my family in Mzanzi. This is Chat and Chill with Portia Monique. Sorry, guys, if you hear me squeaking in the back, it's my chair doing its own thing, living its best life. I hope everybody is doing well and living happily ever after, enjoying the month of February. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I wasn't here last week, but I'm here now. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are coming in, definitely drop me a line, drop me a note, say hello. Show me that you care. Thank you. And let me know how you guys are doing. How's life? I feel like the year, although it's just begun, it's just been flying by. I don't know. Is it just me, or is anybody else feeling like time is just speeding by super fast? Water. You can never go wrong with the glass of water. So anywho, I took a poll recently because I don't know, I had something on my mind regarding friends and friendships and things of that sort. So I took a poll on my Twitter, and let me open it up so I can read to you. Hello, hello. Good morning, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, let's go to the poll. And if you guys are in here, say hello. Show me that you care. Say hi. Send me a heart or a flower or whatever. Don't be shy. Do not be shy. Okay, so here's the poll. So the poll that I took says, hold up. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I wrote, is making new friends important to you? And that's a genuine question. I really want to know, like, if you guys didn't answer my poll, answer in the comments, answer here, and I'll read your answers out loud or whatever. But yeah, is making new friends important to you? Do you think it's an important part of your adult life? If you're super duper uber like young, maybe you're still like in college or even high school, then I think making friends is significant. Because thank you for the hearts, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that making friends at those primary times of your life, it's very important. It kind of builds your character. It's kind of like dating. It shows you the people that you vibe with the best and people that you don't really vibe with. And it just kind of helps you map out your future, so to speak, when it comes down to people you're actually dealing with. Morning, I'm in South Africa. You're looking beautiful, must say. Thank you, honey. Good morning, good morning. And thank you so much for the compliment, baby. So yeah, if you're like at those impressionable times, then yeah, I think it's really important. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think making new friends is important? Hey, Posh, looking gorgeous as always. Thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the love. Making new friends is not important, but making new business partners, it is important. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. That makes sense to me. Looking gorgeous as always. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love. Yeah, that makes sense to me because when you're building a business, you definitely do want a solid team so that your business can thrive successfully. So choosing business partners um, accordingly and shrewdly is very, very important. Because ideally, when you start a business, you want it to be a beautiful empire. So, yeah, that makes sense. But I also kind of feel the same way about friends, especially when you're younger. I think it's really important because, like I said before, it does build your character. It kind of gives you a roadmap on the people that you tend to attract, whether that's good or bad. And if it is bad, like let's say you're attracting people that are not necessarily the right fit for you, then that's where you do some fine tuning, right? You kind of figure out, like, okay, this type of personality doesn't really mesh well with me. So let's not do that again. Let's try something different. And like I said, it's kind of like dating in a way, in my opinion. So in the poll, is making new friends important to you? 24% said absolutely yes. 38% said acquaintances only. And then 38% said no. No, it's not important. I respect that. I guess where I fit here in this whole is making new friends important. I think that it's good to have a good team of quality people in your life. Emphasis on quality, because what I've noticed in my time is that you meet people that have an abundance of friends, but a lot of the friends aren't necessarily like quality. There's a quantity, so a person may look popular, may seem popular, but the quality of friends that they have is, it doesn't really amount to anything. It kind of keeps you back, so to speak. So I've noticed that. I know with me per se, I am I'm a loner for the most part. I attract a lot of different types of people, and I think it's because I'm very open-minded. I'm not necessarily judgmental and quite down to earth. Yeah. So I attract a lot of interesting people from like all walks of life. I just do. And I don't mind that. I think it's great. It kind of gives you an insight to other worlds, so to speak. However, as I'm aging gracefully, I do realize that having a nice, small, close knit of really good friends is nice, but it's not necessarily important. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's important. It's nice to have if you have it, but it's not necessarily, of importance. What is this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so overall, making new friends is nice, but it's not really on the top of my list, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do any of you have like a lot of friends that you feel make sense in your life as it is now? Or are you kind of gradually moving away from friendships that no longer fit into your world? Or are you super young and just trying to figure out the kind of friends that you need to kind of help build your character? Like, where are you at on the spectrum when it comes to friendships? Because I know for me, I'm a little tricky because I love my own company so much, to the point where if I do have people in my life, they have to really fill up my cup, so to speak, in a positive way. Like if they're kind of just there taking up space, like as a dud, then it doesn't work out for me. But if it's somebody that really just brings like brightness into my life, because I'm already bright, honey, the brightness is already here. But if I'm friends with a person who even amps up the happiness, who amps up the brightness, it makes it even better. Because I'm not necessarily a gossiper. I don't get any pleasure from gossiping. It's not fun to me. It's just kind of like a waste of energy. So I'm not a gossiper. And yeah, I'm just about cool, chill, down to earth energy and high vibrations, really. So, and luckily, like the friends that I have are pretty like high vibrational for the most part. You know, we all have our things, but for the most part, they're pretty high vibe, and I like that. Ooh, I have some words. I can simultaneously hear you sing as I watch your live. Are you serious? You are talented. Really? Are you like listening to a song now, or are you just like hearing me sing because I'm talking? I don't know. Break it down for me because this is interesting. There are friends that you grew up with as you try to find yourself, then eventually get those who have the same purpose as you. Yes, that's so true. You're right. That's what I was trying to say, like in a nutshell, but I was just like scattering all my words around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You have like your friends that kind of mold you into who you are a bit, so to speak. And then you have your friends that, yeah, mold you into your purpose or have the same purpose, like you said. Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Seems like most of your fans are from South Africa. How does that make you feel about this? Having more friends far from home? You know what? Can I be honest with you? Having a huge fan base in South Africa makes me happy. It makes me feel very honored, you know? Because I would say, like, the vibe of being loved and appreciated in a completely different like country, to me that's like high status. That's beautiful because that means that no matter where you are in the world, if you are putting out good energy or good music or whatever you do, whether you're an artist or whatever, people from all around the world gravitate towards it and just love it. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. To me, it feels a bit more like organic, so to speak, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. I don't know if a lot of you know, but I know here in America, it's very the industry the industry in America is very gridlock. It's very it's very interesting here. So the music industry here, because I don't know, when you think about America, you think about it being a corporation. You don't necessarily even think about it being a country, I don't think. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys look at America as like a country, or I should say the United States, sorry, the United States as a country, or do you look at it as like a corporation? Because for me, I feel like the United States is a corporation. But when I go to other countries like South Africa and like a few other places that I've been to, it feels like, a country. It doesn't feel like a corporation. It doesn't feel like, I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but if you guys understand what I mean, definitely add your 2 cents in the box and let me know what you think. America is just very, it's a corporation. It really is. It doesn't even feel like a country. It just feels like a slave plantation. Did I say that out loud? Sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. Yeah, it's like a plantation. But then when you think about it, like the history of the United States, then it's not surprising that it feels and seems like a plantation, so to speak. But anyways, but yeah, back to what you were saying. I love the fact that my music is appreciated and admired abroad in South Africa, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Are you kidding me? It's an honor. It's such an honor. Yeah, it's such a beautiful honor. And I'm just glad that my music made it over there and you guys actually love it. Because one thing about South Africa and South Africans, if you guys like something, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't. Like, there's no in between. And I appreciate that. So, yeah, it's an honor. Thank you for the question. I know I answered like in a roundabout way, but yeah, thank you for the question, honey. My hair's not as big as I want it to be today. I think I put too much like oil or something in it. It doesn't feel like I kind of want it to be like bigger. You know what I mean? Anywho, let's see. Hey, Portia Monique. Hey, baby. I'm so happy to be a part of the show again. I'm happy you're here too, Vivid. Good to see you, baby. Well, I don't believe in making new friends. I believe in attracting souls. Oh, I believe in attracting souls who are like-minded, not really friends, people that will teach me things I need to know to grow in my hustle. Yes, I love that. Absolutely. People that you can learn from, people that, you know, love you and want the best for you. People that see the best in you and want the best for you. Those are the type of friends to hang on to and to have because that's very, very, very rare. It's rare. So if people are able to find that, you've already hit the jackpot, baby. Already. Because yeah, it's really important to just kind of associate with like-minded individuals that get you and that understand your journey and then understand that some things aren't necessarily meant to last forever either. Some friends fall off. Some friends are not meant to be with you your entire journey in this realm either, so that's another thing. And I think the biggest part of growth in this life is learning how to detach and let go. That's one thing I've had to work on and I've gotten a lot better at. I've actually been pretty good at detachment anyway, but it's always good to like improve. There's always room for improvement. So, yeah, I think the one thing in this life is although you meet people as you go through this journey, you also have to detach too. Everybody's not meant to be in your life forever. Some people are just meant to teach you and then leave you, vice versa. And you'll feel it. You could feel it within yourself, I went through a time in my life where I was attracting a lot of friends, mainly like female friends for a while, not anymore because I have some really close female friends. As a matter of fact, I have a couple in South Africa that I keep in touch with regularly. And when I was living out there, they were my girls, my ride or die. And there was never any jealousy, never any hateration, just love and just good vibes, and I like that. It was just easy. But I did notice that I started attracting mainly like chicks that would want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes they would want to like control. I've never ever in my life until like a couple of years ago met women who wanted to control other women. It was really weird to me because I'm like, what does this mean? So I had to kind of like dig deep and figure out like, why am I attracting this type of energy? Like weird, vindictive, controlling type energy from women too, which was strange. And I haven't figured it out yet, But I will tell you this, I stopped attracting people like that. And I think it's maybe I didn't stop attracting, but I think I started noticing the patterns and I would then shut it down. So let's say I met a really cool chick that seemed cool and maybe we like hung out a couple of times, went out to dinner or whatever. And then I feel this energy of like just weirdness. I had to instantly cut it because for me, the most important thing for me is my peace. And that comes from dating, that comes from friendships, that comes from anything in my life. If you're not bringing me peace, honey, you're bringing me sorrow. And then that's a problem. That's a problem. I need peace all the time, all day, every day, honey. Peace and bliss. If I don't have friends or even lovers that are bringing me peace and happiness, because I'm already happy. So you got to keep the cup flowing. You can't take from the cup and not replenish the cup. You know what I mean? Speaking of cup, I need some water. But you can't take from the cup and then not replenish it. So, oh, that reminds me. Speaking of cup, another thing that I've realized too in my journey of like making friends, I've realized that if I make friends and the happy jar is lower than the negative jar, I have to cut it because I need the happy jar to be overflowing. And then the negative jar, you could still have some negativity because nobody's perfect, right? People go through things, people have problems, but if the bad outweighs the good, it's not going to work because I don't like stress. I like peace. Like, how do you think I look this good? Because I don't stress. I don't stress, baby. I live my life. I'm happy. Like when I was younger, I had my moments, but as I've matured into a beautiful swan, peace is the way to be. I don't do drama. I'm too cute for that. Too cute for drama. Anywho, let me read some of these messages. Let's see. Hi, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning from South Africa. While it might feel like you don't need friends to be happy, it is important to have people you can trust and turn to when you need support. People are social creatures and tend to thrive when they have high quality connections with other people. Oh my gosh. You guys in these comments are telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I don't necessarily feel like I don't need friends because I do have friends that I cherish and that I love. I am more of a loner, however. I tend to do well when I'm on my own because I can recharge my batteries. And if I have any questions or any concerns, I just speak to myself because in all of us, whether you know this or not, there's like an inner God or goddess in you that has the answers, like your higher self, right? So I'm really like into spirituality and I'm getting more into spirituality just a bit deeper. And our higher self is within us. So if there's any type of like questions or concerns, you can just go within and find the answer there. Yes, it's nice sometimes to bounce ideas off of, friends and family just to kind of get their idea. But you also don't want to weigh people down either with like your concerns or your dramas or traumas. And I think that's why therapists exist, because they at least get paid to listen to problems. So I think friends and family are important to have to talk about certain things, but I think not to the point where you keep reiterating the same issue, because then after a while the happy jar depletes and then the sad jar gets full. And then your family member or your friend, they're tired of talking to you because you're dumping all of your emotional baggage onto them, and they don't deserve that. So I think, yes, this is absolutely correct what you said, but in moderation, and with consideration of the other person, because we're living this life as we do and things happen. So I feel like when you can rely on yourself first, And then if you do have the option or the opportunity to kind of reach out to others around you, even better. But I am a firm believer in trusting yourself, going within, talking to yourself, your higher self first, because we have all the answers. I will say in my life, I have my mother. If I ever have any concerns or grievances or whatever, I have her to kind of talk to. But I also don't want to dump on her either, and she has me to talk to as well. So it's a nice, like, mutual, situation. But then she's my mom, she birthed me into this world. So that's what moms are for. But then again, you still don't want to like dump and, you know, give all your traumas to your parents either. You don't want to stress your parents out. But baby, Lou, you're absolutely right, baby. You hit it spot on. Spot on. A lot of you have vivid, a whole word. You guys are really, really saying it. And it's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I agree 1000%. Thank you for your comments, guys and gals. Who's next? I think you love your space so much that you are level 0 tolerance for little plastic characters and people. Yes, you're right, Vivid. I understand. I spend a lot of time. Yes. I think when you spend time alone, that's where you truly find yourself. That's when you truly find yourself. When you spend that time on your own, in yourself, understanding yourself, communicating with yourself, that's where you find yourself. And then after that, you don't necessarily need answers outside of yourself. But sometimes, like you said, it is also nice to have people to bounce ideas off of and people to have that connection as well. But like you said earlier, you want the connection to be positive and conducive to your growth. It needs to be onwards and upwards. So I agree with that 1000%. So yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. But I love my space. I love my me time because it's just important. I think when I get married, it's going to be to the point where I'm going to have my own, of course, like my husband and I will have our same like shared room, duh, like obviously. How are we going to have kids, right? So we'll have our own room, but I will also have my other room to where I go when I need to just relax, and he'll have his like man cave or whatever he does. Like, because I think that even in relationships, although you love each other, you respect each other, and you're growing a future together, you need space. Space is imperative in any relationship. If you don't have space, that's where all hell breaks loose. That's where things go wrong. You need space. You need that space to like miss each other. You need that space to kind of learn something new without them and then talk about it like, this is what I learned or whatever. Space is so important. Not too much space because you still want that bond between you and your significant other, obviously, but space is important. So yes, I will have my Barbie den is what I would call it. I sure will, because I need my space, honey. I am very stingy with my time and space. But yeah, what was I going to say? Maybe I already said it about friendships. Yeah. Oh, another thing about friendships. I think with me being so much of a loner, if I do like cultivate new friendships, it can be confusing. A lot of my older friends understand my personality. They know that I'm not like a phone person. They know that I'm not a texter. Like if you text me with a plan. Like, hey, Portia, let's go do brunch. Hey, Portia, let's go do dinner. Hey, Portia, let's go take a walk in the park. Like if you're going to text me that. Don't text me, hey, how are you doing? Like, don't text me no conversation. Text me with a plan. I'm like that even with like when I like my dating life. I'm the same way. Like, don't just text me all day. No. I'm action oriented. If you want to see me, make a plan, and then we'll go from there. But don't be texting me all day. No, 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 no. So yeah, I'm like that with my friends too. So I think with like new friendships, it's probably like a lot of uncertainty because I'm not very clear, but I feel like what's meant to happen will just happen organically. Like it shouldn't be hard work, is what I mean. Like it shouldn't be hard work. It should just roll and just vibe. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to be. I'm in the flow state. If it flows, I want it. If it doesn't flow, let it go. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Vivid. I don't know if it's intentional. You are not placed in the middle. I know. You want to know why? Because the middle would, well, the way my wallpaper is not really stretched out right. I didn't measure it properly. So that's the secret. I had it placed somewhere else, but I moved and now it's just, I haven't gotten the placement right yet. So I'm going to eventually get it right. I need to because I do feel kind of like crooked. Like in the screen, I'm like over here somewhere. It's just all wrong. So yeah, I'm going to work on, I don't know, maybe finding another space to put my wallpaper so that I can be centered in the middle like I used to be. Yeah. Forgive me. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the topic for tonight? I know it was just kind of not really random. I did do a poll, but yeah, do you guys think that friendships are new friends are necessary really? What do you think? Let me know and then I'm going to get out of here cuz I don't want to be on here too long. No, that's fine. That is fine because you're right. It's so, and it is very crooked. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. But eventually I'll find I'll find a better way, honey, and then I'll be perfectly in the center because yeah, it is off kilter. Severely off kilter. What is your advice on friendships? My advice on friendships is if it doesn't flow, let it go. That's my advice for everything. If it doesn't flow, let it go. That's it. If it doesn't flow, let it go. Yeah. I think friendships are good when building character, um, you know, but I think as you get to know yourself a bit better, because the strongest relationship, I can't say this enough, the strongest relationship you want to have is the relationship with yourself. And then everything else comes after that, you know? The strongest relationship and the most healthy relationship you want to have is with yourself. I think it's important to love, admire, desire yourself immensely because that's what's going to come back to you. And even if that doesn't come back to you, let's say you do love yourself immensely like I do, but you attract a lot of weird energy. Sometimes when you have a lot of light, you are going to attract some off kilter energy because they want your light. They want it because they see it and they love it and they want it for themselves. So if they capture you, they think they'll capture your light. But that's why you have to kind of nip it in the bud and say, no, this is for me and for who I desire in my life that's pouring into me easily and effortlessly. This light's not for everyone, you know? So, and I know for me, I think I give a lot of light through my music. That's light. And I love it. When I do my music, that's my overflow of light. When you have so much, that's just the overflow of it, you know? And I'm really excited to give more music, to give more light because it's good. I wanted to say something more profound versus it's good, but that's what's going to work for now. But yeah, that's my advice. If it doesn't flow, let it go. And that's in all aspects of life. Yeah, if it doesn't flow, let it go. Because what's for you is going to flow, honey. Trust and believe. That's friendships, that's work, that's relationships, that's life in general. So yeah, that's what I have. And on that note, I'm probably going to go because, yeah. I'll be back next week, though, guys. Don't worry. I won't stay away too long. And I'll come up with a nice new topic. I don't know. If you guys think of any, like, thing you want me to talk about, leave it in my comments. And when I read them, I will consider it. Sorry, guys. I keep fluffing my hair because I want it bigger. I want it, like, big. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Vivid, thank you so much, baby, for being here. I loved your questions. I loved your interactions. I love seeing you here, so thank you. And everyone else with your amazing questions. Lou, thank you, baby. Who else? Brem, thank you, Brem. Solemn, thank you. Kulu, thank you, baby. Umpelo, did I say it right? Umpelo? Yes, all of you. Zungu, Tolang. Yes, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you guys most likely next Wednesday. So be here or be square, and have a wonderful morning in Mzanzi. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye. I need some water. Hold up.